Hi, this is Karthik Rangappa and welcome to another Varsity video series. Over the next few videos, I will talk to you about personal finance with an emphasis on mutual funds. I hope at the end of the video series, you will be able to use mutual funds to plan your investment journey. Let me rewind to 2002 and share a personal experience. In March 2002, I got my very first job. And after working hard for a month, I finally got my first pay, although not much. With the money that I had earned, I did a few things that I always wanted to do. I bought my mother a sari, I bought my girlfriend, who is now my wife, a dress, I hung out with the boys, and I did all the other usual things that you would do with your first pay. After doing all of that, I still had some money left in the bank. Intuitively, I knew I had to save the money, as I'd seen my parents save money religiously year after year. It's just that I didn't know where to save. When I asked my boss for his opinion, he suggested I take a look at mutual funds as a vehicle to save my money. At that point, I didn't know what mutual funds were, and I also thought that the money that I had to save, about 1,500 or so, was a very small amount to save. With these two thoughts in mind, I thought I'll accumulate a little more the next month and save a larger sum in the coming days. And as you can imagine, the next month too, I never saved. And I pushed it for another month, and another month. And finally, when I made my very first investment, it was 2006. I wasted the first 4 years of my working career without a rupee of saving. And this has been one of the biggest regrets in my personal finance journey. And you may wonder why I have a regret about this. And to explain that, I'll have to tell you another story, a story of triplets. A father had triplets, all girls. On their 20th birthday, he gave his daughters a grand gift. He promised them that each one of them would receive a sum of 50,000, starting from their 20th birthday all the way to their 65th birthday. They were free to utilize this in whichever way they wanted. But if they chose to invest, they could invest in a promissory note which assured them 12% every year. The first daughter decided to invest 50,000 for the first 9 years. So basically, she took the option to invest 50k every year starting from her 20th birthday all the way to 28th birthday. From her 29th birthday all the way up to 65th birthday, she spent all the money that she received. The second sister spent all the money in the initial years. On her 28th birthday, she got a little serious and decided to save just like her other sister. So basically from her 28th birthday all the way up to 36th birthday, she saved all the 50,000 that she received. And again from 36th birthday all the way up to 65th birthday, she decided to spend all the other money. And again, the money that she received from 36th birthday onwards, all the way up to 65th birthday, she decided to spend. The third sister was a bit casual till her 28th birthday. She spent all the money she received. However, on the 28th birthday, she got a little serious and decided to invest the 50k all the way up to 65 years. So here is how the summary looks for sister 1, sister 2 and sister 3. The first sister saved 4.5 lakhs starting from her 20th birthday to 28th birthday. The second sister saved 4.5 lakhs as well, starting from her 28th birthday to 36th birthday. The third sister saved the maximum, that is 19 lakhs, starting from her 36th birthday to 65th birthday. Now remember, the invested amount cannot be withdrawn till the 65th birthday. Given this, I want you to pause this video now and think about which sister would have accumulated maximum corpus, assuming that every investment they made grew at a rate of 12%. Most people tend to think that it's a third sister as she has saved the maximum, that is 19 lakhs. But the real answer may shock you. At the end of 65th birthday, the third sister investment would have grown to a corpus of 3.05 crores. The second sister's investment would have grown to a corpus of 1.98 crores. The first sister's investment would have grown to a large corpus of 4.98 crores. The first and the second sister saved similar amount, but the difference here is the time they gave their investments. The first sister gave full 45 years for her investment to grow, whereas the second sister gave only 38 years for the investments to grow. I hope you see the difference time makes here. And this is the reason why I still regret not starting my investment journey earlier on in my career. The third sister here accumulated the second largest corpus, that's roughly about 3 crores. But for that to happen, she had to save a lot more compared to sister 1 and sister 2. But even with that, it still doesn't match the corpus that the first sister accumulated. So if you're someone like me who missed the bus starting to save earlier on in life, then the second best option we all have is to start saving regularly for the longest time we can. And with this example, I hope I've convinced you why you need to start earlier in your life. Time plays a very crucial role here, and we all need to use time to our advantage. Given this personal experience, I have 2 objectives in this video series. 1, to help you understand mutual funds better. 2, to help you get started with your investment journey irrespective of the amount that you have to save. Lastly, people also shy away from learning personal finance, thinking it is finance stuff and involves complex math. They usually hire a financial advisor of sorts to help them plan their financial journey. While I'm not against financial advisors, a vast majority of advisors will sell you products which will give them a fatter commissions as opposed to helping you and your family navigate your financial journey. Remember, personal finance is called personal for a reason. And as far as the math is concerned, the math is really super simple. And in the next video, I'll try and help you understand the basic math required for you to navigate the personal finance journey. By the way, I would be extremely curious to know at what age you started your investment journey and stories around that. Do comment and let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video.